What's up, people? Thanks for clicking and thanks for watching. So yesterday I went and I watched the film Chi-Raq, directed by Spike Lee, written by Kevin Wilmot. And I want to give you guys my own little review about it because there's a lot of people out there talking about it, a lot of controversy around it. So here's my take at it. Hopefully it inspires you or helps you out in some way. Alright, so anyway, the film Chi-Raq is based on this gang prevalence and gang wars and gun violence in south side of Chicago. And Spike Lee did something real cool, which I think is real cool. He based the film on this historical play called Lysistrata about these women who staged a sex strike to end the Peloponnesian War. And this was like before Christ, the whole like BC time. So it's cool that he brought that aspect into this. So anyway, here's the deal though. A lot of people are saying a lot of bad things about it. They're upset with Spike Lee about how he portrayed the South Side, how he portrayed Chicago, and how he didn't use, Chicago actors. And a lot of rappers are coming out talking about how they didn't like the fact that, most of the characters don't know what's going on. The real life of Chicago, they don't know what's going on. I thought the film was really, really good. I kind of give it like 10 stars because the acting was superb, the writing was superb. All of the actors that basically had like rhyming lyrics, so you were kind of like watching this theater performance play out on cinema, which is really cool. Everyone was black, so that was cool too. The main character, which was Tiana Parrish, she's the girl from that movie Dear White People. She was excellent, hands down. I didn't pay much attention to her in Dear White People, but she was really, really good. She was convincing, and I liked her role. There was a star-studded cast, which was they used Samuel L. Jackson. He played a guy named Dolomise, who was a reincarnation of this old character called Dolomite. Maybe you know him. Check him out. He was a pimp. I'm not sure what Spike was thinking there, but that's Spike Lee. That's what he does. He does awkward things, and he kind of pushes you. You had Wesley Snipes, who played Cyclops. He was the leader of one of the gangs that was feuding with Nick Cannon, who played Chi-Raq. He was the leader of Spartan's gang. So Spartans and the Trojans were feuding with each other. The movie started with these two gangs having like this gun battle, which actually is not too far from reality in some places. So I thought that, that's kind of real. So I don't know what a lot of folks are saying. But anyway, more of the cast. Yeah, Jennifer Hudson, who I kind of thought was missing something a little bit. She wasn't 100% on point to me, but nevertheless, she still carried her overall role very well. Angela Bassett, she made me cry actually. A lot of scenes in the movie made me cry. And I think that's what movies should do. They should provoke us. They should make us feel human. We should laugh. We should cry. And Spike did that. Now, don't get me wrong. I am a fan of Spike, but I'm not a fan of all of his movies. Red Hook Summer can really have not happened. And The Sweet Blood of Jesus. The Sweet Blood of Jesus could have not happened either. But look, this is what Spike Lee does. He makes films. And I'll probably always support Spike Lee just simply based on Malcolm X, She Hate Me, Do the Right Thing, of course, and Jungle Fever. So many films from the 80s and the 90s that will always make me want to go see Spike Lee's films no matter what. I always pretty much watch them just to kind of be surprised. There's one Chicago rapper who is saying, the idea of a sex strike is exploitative and problematic. And a lot of people are having problems with the humor of the film. But when it comes to the sex strike, you guys have to kind of remember that a woman in Liberia actually ended or helped end the Second Liberian Civil War based on a sex strike. So these things are happening. And then don't mention the play Lysistrata, which, these women came together to organize a sex strike. So it has happened before. It's not too far-fetched. I get it. It's kind of like weird to hear about a sex strike today, but actually a woman in Chicago right now, she was holding a sex strike after she heard about the film Chi-Raq, but she also actually wants the violence to stop in Chicago, and this is the woman right here. Go check her out. But anyway, and more folks are saying things about the humor of the film and how like he should not have made a humorous film about the issues going on in Chicago. But what I did realize is that Spike had never, throughout the entire film, he never put humor in a place where, you know, there was misery. Like there was never a humorous situation when a 10-year-old girl was killed. There was never a humorous situation about the gang war or the gunfight at the beginning of the scene where we first meet Tiana Ferris, who plays Lysistrata. So he never does that. But overall, I give the film a 10. It's kind of, to me, like the Spike that we knew of in the 80s is back with his typical provocative art that he normally makes. And I've missed that Spike. I mean, I've been waiting for that Spike, and I think Lysistrata, or what's this film called? Chi-Raq. I think Chi-Raq did it, and Spike is back, and I hope that we could see more films like this. And at the end of the day, the film has a very, very important and deep message about gang violence and mass murders that are happening right now. So it touches on a lot of very relevant points. And I actually think that if you are concerned about what's going on in Chicago, you should watch it, because it kind of makes you think a little bit deeper about your society, your community. So give it a chance, guys. I know a lot of you, or I know some of you, are not really interested in seeing it, but try to give it a chance, especially if you are concerned about what's going on with your brothers and sisters in Chicago and in everywhere else. You know, things are happening all over the world today, so especially here in New York City. So check it out. That was my review of Spike Lee's Chi-Raq. I think that you guys will find some parts of it that are very, very inspiring and motivating. And of course, there'll be some parts where you probably won't really laugh. I mean, but you know, that's just what movies are, right? So yeah, that's my review of Chi-Raq. And if you guys do go and see it, or if you've seen it, please leave me your comments below. Let me know what you think about it. If you don't want to see it and you're upset about it, leave your comments below as well. I want to know, and let's continue a dialogue. And I do appreciate the fact that Spike made this film to create dialogue. It's unfortunate that there's a lot of backlash, but I think if you see it and you think about the message that he's trying to give to people, it might change. Okay, thank you for watching, and I make videos like this, kind of like this, every single week. I want to talk about Chi-Raq because it's just been kind of buzzing. But do subscribe to my channel, TraycTV, and I will see you next week. Thanks for watching. How cool, guys. Y'all remember back in the day, we used to try that little thing too, put a little alcohol on us and set our fingers and hands on fire, and how